Last night, we seen the league's top two wing duos, when healthy, go at it. We seen Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum go against Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When healthy, I think Paul George and Kawhi still got it, the experience and the skill level. I feel like Kawhi may take him over the top, but Tatum and Brown give them a run for their money. But they won this matchup last night, and I'll be interested to see a possible finals matchup between these two teams, maybe if the Clippers could remain healthy. So the first video we got today is on Paul George. Got his good clips, his bad clips. I got another one coming on Kawhi Leonard after this, maybe drop tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe, like, turn on notifications if you like the videos, and let's get straight to it.
9 DMPs in the previous 9 ball games, so kicked off the mothballs and he's played very well for the.
If you notice how after PG's injury, he got so much better with learning how to use contact. He got so much better with learning how to use contact because now he doesn't have that same athleticism. He could use it sometimes, maybe get your body here and there, but most times it's not. You don't need to use it all the time because if you learn how to use contact, you're gonna save your athleticism, and that's the key to having longevity. Find ways to replace athleticism with just simple fundamental skills. Another thing, his pace. His pace is incredible. One of the best paces in the league. Offensively, it's like his pace off the dribble, with his dribble moves, his combos, that's what makes him so deadly. With his pickup and coming off this ball screen, notice how he gets downhill and he's not even going full speed. He's not even going full speed. He's probably going like 40%. And that's literally just so he can make the read, be patient, and not force nothing. If you go too fast, you're not going to be able to read everything that's going on the floor. And right here, along with this pace, one of the smoothest pickups in the game. One of the smoothest dribble pull-ups, hezzy pull-ups in the game. Because it's his pace 1, his quickness 2, and the soft touch 3. And then he gets in that quickness, especially that quickness, gets it right over the top of you. This is not PG, but Blake tried to turn the clock back. Blake tried to turn the clock back. I jumped out my seat when I seen this for a second. I was like, what the? I didn't think Blake could still jump like this. I ain't gonna lie. He was up there, but he was pretty far from the rim. If that was a younger Blake, he definitely would have boomed on him. Definitely would have boomed on him. He probably just felt different because he was back in Los Angeles playing the Clippers. But that's crazy. That would have been insane. And he's still up there. He's still up there.
Selective hops. He uses them when he needs to use them.
Everybody out their seat. Peep dude right here. Like I said, his pace and his levels. If you didn't notice, that's the tech. He grabbed the rim right there. That's why they called it off. That should have been a block by Blake, but look at the levels. Look how he drops from, he's completely vertical, drops down, tween cross, that Tim Hardaway move, tween cross, quickness, gets right by. Gets right by. So smooth, bruh. Might have one of the smoothest pickup in the game. I know KD's up there. Of course, you got to put Kyrie in there. Steph maybe, but PG's is just a different type of smooth, bro. Like it's hard to describe. It's just so smooth, quick, soft touch. It's crazy. If you haven't noticed, anytime you go to the drop coverage on PG, he gets to the same bag. He's gonna attack you, whether it's gonna be fast, it's gonna be quick. This time he has a lot of momentum built up because he's starting this pick and roll closer to half court than the 3-point line like he did last time. So now he's got this momentum. Speed picked up. He's attacking Cornet. And one thing to do against bigs who are trying to stay in front of you as a guard or a wing, if you make them change direction, they're done. They're done because it's so hard to be that size and that weight and be able to shift your direction, shift your weight, and stay in front. And so what does PG do? Go to this, throws it over. Now Cornet doesn't shift over, cover this right side. You see how PG still has his lane right here? He'll still take this lane had Cornet didn't shift. But he shifted, so PG goes to this Euro. Boom, boom. Gets a lay. You see Ja do the same thing where he does that misdirection, or a lot of those pretty much every player when they attack any big in that drop coverage.
Clippers out in front by 17. George.
Probably ain't noticed what he did there. But instead of using his force and his muscle just to get through Pritchard, he just lays his weight on him. Luka does the same thing. He just puts his weight on you, and it's almost the same thing as force, and it's harder for them to try to get the charge off that too. He just kind of leans on him, and then leans on him, makes it spins right off of Pritchard. Instead of trying to drop that shoulder and bump into him, because you're gonna that's the easy way for the defender to be able to get a charge. Because if they see that shoulder drop, that's how they're gonna get that charge. But he just lays his weight back on you. And now we get into a few of the bad clips. Now right here, they made the switch. Tatum chases over the top. Go right back right quick. Made the switch. Tatum chased over the top. So right here, George, you see anybody chase over the top, unless you got a clean look from three to come over here and just curl this shot, then you could take that three. But if not, you curl right off the big, straight going down into the lane. Because now Blake is in this drop too. Kawhi's going to end up backing out to the corner. Zubac is going to roll. And so now it's almost like you're coming out for pick and roll where you're attacking this big in this drop. And so right here, I like to see PJ come right here. Maybe even just take this jumper and not even try to get to the rim. Easy jumper because Blake's not going to step up because then you got Zubac roll. Jaylen Brown steps over. Kawhi's going to be open. So gotta make sure you curl tight when you see someone chase over the top.
The basketball, but more importantly, where you need to be as an outlet to those two offensive players.
Smart knocks down the.
And another thing I want to show you. I'm gonna show a few more clips of this later too. But PG could do a better job of hiding behind screens and getting these shots right here, and using him almost as a screen, as a barrier, because they can't jump through Zubac. They can't jump through the screen to contest. Stop pop right here. That's not that deep of a shot really. Hide behind the screen, play behind it. That's what same thing I was talking about. They switching everything. All right, let Batum go. And as Batum goes, who's gonna pick him up? Tatum. Marcus Smart is playing this right side. So if he does a little gather, bring back to that left side, it's gonna make Marcus Smart play in a closeout, and Tatum's gonna be left with Batum. And now you may cause some miscommunication right here on this side. So boom, shot right here. Another switch, boom, shot right here. Underneath the screen, they're gonna switch. Hide behind these screens. If they're gonna go under, hide behind these screens. Easy way to get buckets when in these coverages when defenses play like this. Smooth pickup once again. He ain't get it to fall though.
Probably being in shape and running and doing all of that.
That's where he messed up. Boom. He got on the inside of Tatum. Getting both your shoulders on the inside of Tatum allows Tatum to be able to take one of your shoulders, use it as some momentum, and be able to get behind you completely. But I want to see him be able to split that shoulder between Tatum's so that he can't easily just nudge him clearly out the way and get an easy lane to the rim. So I'd want to see him come and shift a little bit to the left, push up into him, and still get that hand in there because you're still going to be able to make it tough. But he got his whole body on the inside. So now Tatum just does this quick swim move, backdoor. Boom. Euro step. But if you split that shoulder just about right here, he can't control that. You can't control that. If you stay up against him, you won't be able to control that.
3 minutes gone by, but a lively game for both sides. Celtics.
This is where Boston began to pick up the pressure. Notice how Reggie Jackson picked up his dribble early. So now everyone's in deny mode. Defensively, Boston's just denying everything. Trying to take as much time off the clock. You got 7 seconds left on the clock.
Coming off a loss to the Warriors, Clippers coming off a win Saturday.
Now almost everybody, now you're kind of in a rush. You got 7 seconds left. Everyone's in denial, pressured up. You don't got too much time. But wait for Reggie Jackson to clear out because there's no lane right now. Tatum's still sitting here. Reggie Jackson clears out quick. Maybe 3 seconds to work with, but that's also another thing with pace that they got to get a little better at. I've seen a few times in the game. Took them a few extra seconds to get the ball up the court and initiate some offense. Took maybe 6 seconds out of 24. That's a 25% off the shot clock that you're taking off just to dribble the ball up the floor. Just to dribble the ball up the floor. So now imagine if you had an extra 6 seconds, 5-6 seconds, or 3 seconds. Instead of taking it up in 6, you take it up in 3. You have an extra 3 seconds right here, which allows Reggie Jackson to cut and be able to get you have you take a few dribbles, be able to create your own shot, get to the rim, whatever it is. That's the travel. They missed it. Good hands by Smart too, though.
Trying to come back, he's not trying to do too much. He's going to.
And now is what I was talking about. They're wasting a lot of time. Now let's track the clock since they inbound the ball. 24 seconds.
Back, he's not trying to do too much. He's going to where he feels he's best suited on the court to be at.
About 7 seconds, 6-7 seconds to get the ball across half court. 6-7 seconds right there. 6 to 7 seconds.
As efficient as he has been in this game.
Tatum was 16, 5 in the
Another 3 or 4 just to initiate to get the ball to quiet up here to get him isolation.
quarter. 12 times this year, Tatum has had 15 or more in the second half. Walled off.
Another about 6 seconds of Kawhi trying to isolate and get nowhere and open up no gaps. Just gives it up to PG. Now you're trimmed down to 8 seconds on the clock. PG realizes the clock is down to 7. Now he has to go. He's in a rush. Settles with the long 3. That's a bad possession right there. But those you're not going to see that too oftentimes of a lot of teams. But these are the ones you got to get rid of and get rid of completely, because these possessions won't be acceptable when it comes to some big time games. You got to make sure that you're efficient. You got to be efficient every single play down the court. But if you're wasting time getting the ball up the court, initiating the offense, players are attacking but really putting no pressure on the defense, that's how you're going to mess the team up. That's how you're going to mess the rhythm up, the flow up. And so that's the end of this video. I got another one of Kawhi's hidden highlights from this game dropping tomorrow, probably at 6. So make sure if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe, like, hit those notifications. Got the Lakers Celtics game 2 coming on tonight. So make sure you watch the one I'm gonna drop tomorrow on that. Not sure who I'm gonna watch exactly, what I'm gonna do. If you got any ideas, drop the comments below. And we out of here.